how's it going? I'm gonna just type a question. Want to make sure you guys can hear me. I think you can. I see like the little dots moving. Um, just type here. I have a ton of questions from Instagram, so I'm probably gonna start there, and then I will move and do any questions that I get here after I do that. So we're gonna start with Instagram. Oh, my necklace is so janky. Come on, I need you to look kind of good for this. Anyways, I hope that you guys are doing good. I'll try to like center myself. Grab my water. I'm gonna try to be on here only for like 30 minutes. I feel like last time I was on here for a freaking hour, and that was like a very long time, and I enjoyed it and I had so much fun, and I didn't even realize it was an hour. But I'm gonna try to kind of go a little quicker this time, if that makes sense. So I will start with Instagram questions, and then I will move over to any questions that you guys have on YouTube. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, my name is Rachel Waldorf on there, Rachel.Waldorf. And I feel like I just have more conversations with you there. It's kind of hard to maintain relationships and connections on YouTube, although like I love YouTube. Hey guys! See like more people are coming on. It's awesome. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me there. I feel like it's just easier to communicate. And if you want to ask me questions, definitely do it over there. Okay, so let me pull up the questions that I got yesterday. Yesterday, I asked you guys to ask me any questions you want, and today I'm going to answer those. Okay. I feel like I should start doing that on Twitter because it's kind of hard for me to like collect the questions. I just had to screenshot them all. Let me start. Where should I start? I'll start from the first one I took. Okay. So DRB1266 asked, are you planning on going back to the Space Needle when it is done? Everyone can hear me, right? Like I just want to make sure if somebody could just comment that they can hear me. That's like my biggest fear, that I'm just talking and nobody can hear me. So they asked if I'm planning on going back to the Space Needle when it's all done. And yes. Okay, thank you. Yay, you can hear me. Okay, great. Yes, I am definitely planning on going back to the Space Needle when it is all finished. I have some friends coming in next week. Yeah, next weekend. And I know they're going to want to do the Space Needle. I don't know if it's completed. So if it is completed, I will definitely vlog it. Otherwise, yeah, I'll have to kind of just wait and see. I feel like they're taking a long time with it, although when I did go in it, it's going to be really cool. It's just very like clean, which is super nice. So yeah, it'll be a really cool thing to check out. Okay, what is something you love to do but haven't done in forever? Something I love to do. Ooh, if you guys can answer this question too, comment, because I love reading your comments as well. Something you love to do but haven't done in forever. I think like having a really, really late night, like in college, because I was an art student in college. I stayed up really late doing projects and stuff, and I didn't realize, like at the time I didn't really love that. Like it was just like, it felt like work, but I miss doing that now. Like I miss staying up till like 6 a.m. working really hard on something that like is due, or like something that I'm passionate about. So I guess like staying up late, and like not just like inside, but like going outside when it's like 4 a.m. and like walking the streets. I know that sounds like kind of not safe, but like it was really fun, and everything in like Wisconsin is for the most part pretty safe. So I definitely miss staying up super late. I feel like even like as an adult, I feel like it's harder to stay up late. And I'm 25, and it just seems like it's really like my bedtime is like 10. So I have a tough time staying up late now. Okay, do you have to get a permit to park a moving truck? This is from Talcy Marie. Do you have to have a permit? I don't know. I guess my question to you is your truck like is that your permanent vehicle? I'm guessing you do. Seattle's really strict about certain things like that. So I'm guessing you do, but I have no idea. So definitely look into that. I'll look into it too. Okay, what do you think about the Showbox in Seattle being demolished? So I read this question yesterday, And I have such a hard time believing that the showbox is being demolished. Like, is that true? Like, can somebody confirm that? Because that blows my mind. I hope that it's not because I really like the showbox. And I really wanted to see Rex Orange County tonight, and I think he's at the showbox. Um, so geez, I really hope that it's not being demolished, and that would make me really sad. Okay, where would you suggest to look to get involved and meet people? Is there a Facebook group? Yes. So I feel like I talk about this all the time. Um, so there's a Facebook group that has housing, right? But there's also Facebook groups geared towards Seattle that are very specific to like groups. You can try Meetup. Meetup is like an app that is directed towards literally any kind of group you can think of. Like there's theater groups, there's D&D groups, there's music groups. Like if you want to learn how to play flute, there's literally specific people that also want to do that, and they like meet up, if that makes sense. So like I feel like Meetup is a great app to use. I don't know if there's like a charge to it or if it like costs a certain amount, but I know that it's like pretty specific to certain things. I remember looking on there because I really wanted to meet like a female, excuse me, like a female film group, like of like females that want to do film stuff. And there was so many. I was like, holy shit, like that's crazy. Like that's such a specific thing, and yet there were so many of those. So I would try Meetup. As far as Facebook goes, there are some, but a lot of them are closed, and you have to like put in like a submission or just be like send them a request, and they basically can accept you or deny you. So those are like hit or miss, and sometimes they take a while for you to respond to. So definitely try Meetup. Can you talk about your experience with alcohol plus being sober slash drinking again in 20s? So I feel like I get this question all the time. And if you've been following me since day one, you know that I like didn't drink for almost 3 years. I just like took a break after college, actually during college and then after college. And I'm not quite ready to talk about why I stopped. I feel like when I'm ready, I'll make a video on it, but it's kind of just like a personal thing. And I promise when I'm ready, I will make a video and I will let you guys know because it's a question I get all the time. So not ready yet, but hopefully soon. I'm looking at a place to rent in Cap Hill. What streets or hubs do you recommend? Um, I feel like Capitol Hill in general is fine. Um, like I guess I'm not thinking of specific streets. I feel like they're all similar. Like Capitol Hill's a pretty loud area, so I feel like anywhere you live there, it's going to be somewhat loud, but kind of safe at the same time just because there's police there all the time. So I feel I'm so sorry. I feel like that wasn't specific at all. So I guess I don't know. I feel like anywhere in Capitol Hill. I do like Capitol Hill better than Queen Anne, just because like Queen Anne is cute. Like don't get me wrong, I love Queen Anne, but like it's so hilly, and I feel like everybody's driveway is just like a hill. So sometimes I don't like the parking situation there. It's not my fave. When are you going to start vlogging again? By the way, I love you so much. Oh, thank you, Erica. So yes, when am I going to start vlogging again? When am I going to do anything? I feel like I've just been in such a rut, you guys. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck my purpose is, and it's just like draining. And it's definitely been the reason that there's been a lack of videos. I feel like the people that watch me here watch me for Seattle content, and sometimes like I'm not the right person to tell you guys about Seattle. Like, yeah, I live here, but I feel like sometimes I'm not as educated as others or as Google, and it's sometimes hard for me to sit up here and be like, this is what you should know about Seattle when I'm still learning too. So I want to start vlogging soon. Vlogging is what I really like to do. I just need to figure out when and what I want to vlog about. And honestly, I just need to start doing it because I think the more I do it, the more of like an answer I'll get. So hopefully very soon. I'm hoping to have a vlog on Monday, but we will see. How hard is it to find an entry level job in Seattle or can you touch on the salon slash spa scene? Um, yeah, okay. How hard is I feel like it's not hard to find an entry level job in Seattle at all. I feel like for the most part you can find one, whether you have a degree or not. Like people are always looking to hire. And I feel like I said this in my last live as well, like fake it till you make it. And I'm not saying you should lie on applications or anything like that, but don't be intimidated if you see an application and it requires all this stuff. Like, so for me, I'm like art student or whatever. So a lot of the places I apply to or did apply to would require like you need to know all Adobe suites. And like, I am not great at Photoshop. Like Photoshop is not my thing. I've never liked it. I don't want to learn it. And I swear to God, on every application, it was like, you need to know this. You need to know Photoshop. And I would apply to them anyways. And eventually I got a job. So like, just apply, even though like sometimes the requirements are like crazy. Yeah. So, okay, so can you touch on the salon slash spa thing? Yeah, I think salons and spas over here are huge. It's a very competitive field. I know a lot of people when I first moved here happened to be in like the spa and beauty industry. I know a lot of hairdressers and they are thriving. A lot of people take their work very seriously here, and people are always just looking to improve, which I love. So I feel like the salon industry, especially in Seattle, is like so good and very top notch. People know what they're doing here. People are up to date on their latest things, and it's not the hardest industry to get into if you work hard and if you're really passionate about it. That's my opinion. But again, I'm coming from the Midwest where I feel like it wasn't very competitive over there and people didn't have Instagram pages with hundreds and thousands of followers. Like here, there's like quite a few salons or personal people that have just they're kind of like hair celebrities. So yeah, I think it's a great industry to get into and competitive, but like if you want to do it, you can for sure do it. Okay, are you still going to live by vegan ethics even though you eat fish now for your health? Such a good question. So if you didn't watch my last live, I told you guys I wasn't vegan anymore, which I still am having a hard time with. I feel like I'm introducing foods all the time now. Not so much dairy. I still am like anti-milk. I've had cheese here and there, and I'm really just trying to do a lot of fish, but I'm not gonna like rule out other things. Basically, I'm gonna just try to eat what my body feels like I need. So, for example, like this morning, I was craving eggs, so I like had an egg. I'm just gonna try to listen to my body. I have, hopefully that's not too loud. I have my windows open. I have a doctor's appointment in October, so that will kind of give me a better answer on that. Like if I plan on, kind of cutting most of that stuff out and just gearing it down to fish or what. So yes, great question. We will see. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here because I have a lot of Instagram questions. We're at 13 minutes already. Let me look on here. I feel like I've been kind of ignoring you guys, so like let me get to here. Okay. Whew, we got some stuff. Hello, everybody. Okay. I think George Campus. I think you were referring to Showbox. Showbox is a music venue, and they're potentially, I guess, gonna tear it down. So that is what that is. I dare Rachel to go to 3-2-1 battle. I dare Rachel to go to 3-2-1. I don't know what that is. Do you know Jesus? I don't know Jesus. Fake it till you make it. Yes. Girl, this never ever battle of knowing what the hell we're going to do. Right? Like, I feel like sometimes I'm just like, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, but it's like, I think us as humans, like we put ourselves to such a high standard, and like I'm my own worst critic. So I don't know. I'm hard on myself, and I know other people are too. I just have to kind of like accept it. Moving to Seattle in October. Love your videos. They gave me great insight. Yay! Oh my gosh, yay! That makes me so happy. Hey Rachel, I know you don't know the answer to this, but when can we get out permanent overcast weather back? Our permanent overcast. The sunlight burns me. Oh no, I'm enjoying the sun so much. Like I love the sun. but I'm very, very excited for overcast. This morning it was kind of overcast and it was really nice. And then I was kind of mad to see the sun out, but like I feel you. There's a lot of people that are very upset with it, but we should have overcast for sure by September. End of September, for sure by October. I'm hoping that we're gonna have summer until like mid-September. Fingers crossed, but like enjoy it because come on, man. Like when October hits, we're not gonna see the sun for a very long time. So let's try to be positive about this, right? But I understand what you're saying. Okay, moving to okay, I read that one. Finding out which purpose is gonna be rough. We will make it. Yes, I love the positivity, you guys. Thoughts on having a large dog, 50 pounds in Seattle? Are there enough dog parks and places to walk around and dogs around the city? I'd love to live in Eastlake or Cap Hill, but I gotta think of my doggo first. Great question. So Seattle, when I first moved to Seattle, I had never been to a city that was more dog friendly in my entire life. There are dogs everywhere. People treat their dogs like children here. Like they all have raincoats. They have like little shoes. They can go into like almost any place. I'm gonna close my windows because my neighbors are like gonna be loud walking by. 1 second. Okay. So like, yes, the answer is yes. Seattle's an extremely dog friendly area. As far as living or renting a place with a dog, I know that can be really difficult. But usually they allow it as long as you pay like a pet fee or like a monthly due. Honestly, dogs should not be an issue. Like there are dogs everywhere in Seattle. What's good? We got some nice, fun people on today. All right. Do you know if rent is more normal price wise in the cities like Tacoma? Yes. So Tacoma is definitely cheaper. I know it's going up in price, but damn, when I last looked to like, oh, maybe I'll rent a place in Tacoma, it was like you get a banging place for like a decent price. So yeah, I feel like Tacoma is definitely better priced. However, it is still expensive, but you get more for your money. Like you get a nice ass place versus in Seattle, you're paying for sometimes a shithole. So yeah, I think Tacoma's kind of got it going on. For jobs, there are lots of property management jobs, and you can get discounted rent for those jobs as well. So true. Really great tip from Esk Lifestyle. Thank you. Hopefully I said that right. Lori, Seattle is very dog friendly. Yes, it is. People take their dogs everywhere. That's so right, Sterling. Hey, Sterling. They do take their dogs literally everywhere. Okay. Yay. Okay. Eggie. We got a bunch of friends. Okay, we've got a lot of friends on here. Yay. It's fake wrestling. Oh, so 3-2-1 battle is fake wrestling. Got it. No, I won't do that. I don't wrestling is not my thing. However, I probably would like to watch it. I feel like it'd be fun to watch. Live by Biv. Did I say that right? That's like so fun. Oh, I've seen you before. I've seen like your little thumbnail. You have seriously helped me so much in my transition to moving to Seattle. Oh my gosh, thank you. Like that literally like that makes me so happy. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that I've been able to help some of you guys. Have you ever been to Gig Harbor? I've never been to Gig Harbor, but I've made a lot of graphic design for people in Gig Harbor. However, I've never been there, and I know it's really bougie, and there's a lot of boats. I definitely need to go. I think it's a little far though. I think it's like an hour-ish away from Seattle, but I would like to go. Thinking about moving back to Seattle from LA because I visited in the summer, but I love the sun, and that'll be gone soon in Seattle. So true. The sun literally it's gonna be gone before you know it, and it sucks because the sun is so nice. But yeah, you really have to like enjoy it while it's here, and that's something that I've learned after 2 years. Like the first 2 years, I feel like I didn't really enjoy it. Maybe the first summer I did, but like second summer, never did anything. Like never went out. And this summer, I'm trying to be at the beach or like outside as much as I can because I know it's gonna be gone before I know it. It's so funny. Look it up on Facebook. It's lit. When I visited Seattle, my friend took me. It's just something to do, and yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, I'll have to like look it up. That like the 3-2-1 thing, right? Like I'll have to look that up. Waterfront rent Tacoma is 1,000 to 1,200 cheaper. More inland, definitely not as insane, but haven't lived there in a couple years. Totally, that's great advice. Visiting Seattle in visiting Seattle next week for vacation. Can't wait. Thanks for making informative videos. I've been enjoying them. Any thoughts on Seattle Underground Tour? Yes, go do it. I feel like it's such a great thing to do. There's 2 of them though, right? Like, and they're seriously right next to each other. What is it? It's like I want to say Steve. Let me look at it real quick. Um, the Bill Spiegeling. Am I saying that right? Somebody catch me. Like, they know what I'm talking about. Bill Sp Bill Spiegel's. Did I beat everyone? Okay, Bill Spiegel's Underground Tour. Do that one. There's 2 of them. I did the Bill Spiegel's one, and I thought it was so cool. I'm hoping to do it in October when they have like a haunted one, because I love haunted ghost things. So I really, really want to check that out. I know they have like an R-rated one as well you can do. I was with my mom when I did it, so she would not have been about that. But yes, they have like an adult one, and then they have the regular one is super cool too. Go during the day if you can, because you can see like light through the glass or whatever from below. It's really cool. But if you go to the night one, let me know how it is. I really want to do that one. Okay. So many dogs. So many dogs. It's amazing. I just recently moved to Washington from Texas. The biggest issue is renting is so expensive, and the steep hills in and around town, especially Pike's Place. What area are you in? So I'm near Capitol Hill. And yeah, the hills are crazy. I feel like you have to get your brakes checked very often here, which I have not done, but I need to. And renting is expensive. I cannot stress that enough. And I feel like a lot of people like they compare it to LA and they compare it to New York, but they're like, oh, New York is way bad. Like, you have no idea. And I completely agree. Like, I'm sure New York is crazy expensive. I know LA is crazy expensive, but like Seattle is getting up there. And it is expensive. So yeah, it sucks. I wish it wasn't this expensive. Best restaurant in Tukwila, Washington. Best restaurant. They have an amazing Thai place right next to like a sex shop. It's across from the mall. I don't remember what it's called. I feel like it's called Bay. Let me look it up. Tukwila Thai. It is so good though. I used to eat there all the time. Oh, I think it's Bay Tong Restaurant. It's either Bay Tong or simply Thai. It's right next to a sex shop though, which I was like, whoa, okay, that's like Thai food and sex shop, cool. But it's really delightful and tasty, and I never had a bad meal there. Can you please talk about how Gus went about freelancing? I am a photographer, and I just want to know how he went about getting a job with photography. So Gus is not a photographer. I mean, he is. He's a great photographer, but it's definitely not something he promotes and does for a ton of people. But he should. If you hit him up, he'll definitely take your photo. But he does freelancing for animation actually, and he basically, and I'm kind of going through this too because fun fact, today actually just got my business license. So I'm my own business now, which is like a different story why that even happened. But Gus sometimes does freelance animation, and he knows, so he works at a marketing firm, and there will be clients that he has met from other companies, and they will specifically ask him outside of his own work to work on a project for him. So he'll work on a project, he sets his own rate. So he basically is like, hey, this is how much I'm worth. If you want me to do a project for you, it's going to be this much an hour. And then fun fact too, I learned this as well, an amazing resource if you're not familiar with it is at the end of the day when you're doing your invoice to your client, use PayPal invoices. They make it so easy. You can literally just email it directly to them. So yeah, I feel like Gus would be such a great person to like bring on my channel and talk about stuff like that, because like it sucks, but nobody taught us that in college. Like that is just something like being your own business and like being a freelancer, like nobody teaches you that, and it's so prevalent to our day and age. So he's definitely like, he could teach you guys a lot about that. It'd be really beneficial. Like he's taught me a lot. So when you mentioned Central District, I'm flying Um, I'm guessing August 6th to tour. Central District is awesome. I love Central District. It's safe. I know it used to be kind of not safe, but I love Central District now. I think it's really great. I feel like I'm talking really, really, really fast. Um, what's your stance on Burien, Washington? Really good question. I don't love South Seattle. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that. South Seattle is not my jam. I've just had a lot of really bad experiences there. So Burien, I'd be happy if I never had to go there again. Was that rude? That might have been not very nice. It's just not my favorite place. Thanks, Aggie. Okay, moving out there on the 15th. Can't wait. Is it Aggie or Aggie? Sometimes people have preferences and I'm not sure. Um, moving out there on the 15th. Can't wait. Yay, Alex Cole. That's so exciting. What's your favorite band? I definitely don't have one. I love music questions though. Like I'm so excited when I get a music question. What's my favorite band? I don't know. Top three at the moment. So let's just go with that. But it's always forever changing. I've been obsessed with Rex Orange County. Like I think he's hot fire damn flames. Who else? Cardi B. I do love Cardi B. She's like my guilty pleasure, but I do think she's a genius as well. Like I think her lyrics are really fucking good. Um, and then maybe Atmosphere. I feel like they're always my go-to. If you guys are familiar with Atmosphere, they're really good. Okay, let me go back to Instagram. I feel like this is hard. Okay, 26. Okay. Let's go back to some Instagram questions. Okay, what's something you are afraid of? Something I'm afraid of is heights. I absolutely hate heights. It's weird because when I was younger, I loved heights, and then now as an adult, like I have a really tough time even going like up in the space. Like that was just like really too much. So heights are like not my thing. Do you feel better being single, or do you wish you were in a relationship? Ooh, ooh, I should have read these before I just read them out loud. I'm good being single. I feel like I don't know, I'm just happy right now, and I feel like when the time comes, I'll be in a relationship. Just honestly try not to give it like any room to breathe in my brain because I'm a Pisces, right? Pisces are like very very emotional. So yeah, I'm good being single for now. Favorite restaurant in Seattle? Cactus. I love Cactus, the one in Madison Park area. It's the best Mexican food you will find, in my opinion. What's your Holy Grail beauty product? Ooh, Holy Grail beauty product. Um, I feel like probably primer, but honestly, like I don't know if I can pick skincare. That's probably a different question. Holy Grail beauty product. That's a really, really good question. Um, I'm gonna say probably my Shape Tape concealer. Like, I know that's everybody's favorite, but like, I have so many tubes of Shape Tape concealer because I hate my under eye area because it's very dark and purple and whatever. So I feel like I never want to leave the house without concealer. That's like my thing. Okay. If you had to live one day over and over again, what day would it be? Oh my God, that's like the hardest question. Do you guys have a day like that? That's a really hard question. Um, Probably, oh my gosh, one day over and over again. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. What's your best hand? What's your best sandwich hack? This is from Tegan. Best sandwich hack is pesto, vegan pesto on anything. Like, mm, I love vegan pesto so much. So yum, 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 yum. You should suddenly come into possession of 20,000 tons of Nutella. What do you do? Oh my gosh. So I had like too much Nutella when I was a freshman in college. So I was so turned off to Nutella. Honestly, I'd probably donate it because Nutella and me, we no longer get along. So just way too much of it overload freshman year. Okay, yay. That's all my questions from Instagram. Okay, let me make sure I can get back to these. Okay, we are at 29 minutes. I think I can finish most of these. Rachel, I heard the food sucks if you're not health conscious. Your thoughts? I heard the food sucks if you're not health conscious. Your thoughts? I don't understand that completely. The food sucks if you're not health conscious. What does that mean? Can you elaborate on that? I'm a little confused. Okay. Hello, I think your videos are awesome and was just curious to know if you're currently single or off the market and in a relationship already. So I feel like I just answered that. I've definitely been dating a little bit, but am officially off the market. Like I'm single, but like I don't want to date. I just want to focus on other things because I just don't want to be in a relationship anytime soon. So I'm just working on being me and like doing my own thing and not worrying about other people because I feel like I'm one of those people and I believe that like when you meet the right person, it'll just like happen and like the universe will just like the timing will be right, right? So I just don't want to push it and I don't want to use dating apps anymore. I don't want to do any of that. So I just feel like when the time is right, it will kind of all work out. Is dating in Seattle really as bad as people say? Well, I'm still single, so just kidding. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't really I can't picture my husband being here. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I first was looking at places to live, Seattle caught my eye because there are more men here than women. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect because I'm a woman and I would like a larger pool of men to be in the area. So my neighbor is literally just like staring. Hi. Okay, bye. Anyways, but yeah, I just feel like I initially wanted to be out here because there was more men, but I haven't had any luck with them. And I'm honestly just like, screw it. I don't care. I don't want to be with anybody right now, but there's good guys out here. I've met some really good guys. Um, and I've met some really shitty guys. I think, anywhere you go, there's good and bad guys. So I don't know. It is what you make of it. Congrats on the business license. Thank you. It was honestly like a happy accident and it's cool that I have it, but it was it was it was a thing. It was a hassle. Okay, how common are in-unit washer and dryers in Seattle apartments? Is it reasonable thing to hope that 1,400? Yes, absolutely. If you're paying $1,400 a month for like a micro apartment or just like a one bedroom, you should for sure have, in my opinion, a washer and dryer. Um, but make it like a thing. Like if a washer and dryer is something that you specifically want and need, don't settle for a place that doesn't have one because it's gonna suck. I knew a friend and he really, really wanted a washer and dryer in his place, and he found a place that he really liked, but it didn't have one. He's like, well, you know what? It's cool. I'll go to the laundromat like once a week and it'll be fine. And he hated it so much. So like, if a washer and dryer is like a deal breaker for you, like make sure your place has one. But I feel like there's a lot that do. Um, More so than ones that don't. Okay. Are you doing a graphic design business? I'm not. This was actually more for video work. I went to school for video work, videography. I did cinema work and worked on some, I don't know, worked with film and such. And it was more for doing projects for clients with a camera, which I don't say that a lot too much. So yeah, that's what my business license is for, doing video work and also design work. So if you need me to do some design work or video work for you, hit a sister up. What else? Is Mount Rainier possibly erupting? Oh my God, don't say that. We're not going to even read that question because I'm so scared about that question. So no, it's fine. Everything's great. Any local brands of cider that you recommend? Seattle Dry Cider. It's so good. I think that's what it's called. It's just like Seattle. It's like in a can. It's so good, and I've been craving one so bad. I'm doing like no sugar this month. Well, no added sugar, and all I want is a Seattle cider. Let me make sure that's what it's called. Seattle cider. I'm obsessed with cider. Um, there's a really great bar called Capital Cider. It's literally my favorite bar. Like if I'm at a bar, it's probably Capital Cider. I love that bar so much. Um, but there's also one that's very specific to Seattle. And I think it's just like Seattle Cider. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Seattle Cider Company. Yeah. Um, and it's so yummy. I love the dry one. This is how it looks. I'll see if I can like can you see that? Hey, there it is. That's literally it. I am obsessed. Like it's so good, but I know that it has sugar in it, so I can't have it. But it's fine. Okay. Is Mount Rainier possibly about? Okay, you read that one. Any local brands of cider? Okay. Eggy like Maggie. Eggy. Okay, okay, cool. It's been too long since we last saw each other when you don't remember how to totally. No, dude, you're so right. Um, Honestly, July was such a shit show, and me and Gus were just talking last night. Like we went through it in July. There was just too much going on. So we need to hang out very soon. Do you know anything about Fidalgo Island? Oh my gosh, I don't. I've never even heard of that. I'm not sure what that is. Should I meant to go into tour apartments August 6th. Okay, cool. Seattle Center Company. Yay! Okay, Aggie got my back. She knew exactly what it was, probably because we've gotten them before. Okay, exactly. Thanks. Let me rephrase. I heard foods in terms of dining out suck. Oh, no, 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 no. Like, I feel like in Seattle, we've got some great restaurants, if that's what you're asking. Like, are the restaurants good? The restaurants are so good. Like, I think that Seattle has some really great ones. I mentioned earlier that Cactus in Madison Park area is my very favorite. I'm half Hispanic, so like Mexican food is like something I always crave. And maybe it's just like because I'm also white as fuck, but like I love Mexican food and I feel like Cactus has really good Mexican food, so check out them. Um Oh, okay, cool. We have some other people giving some recommendations. Thank you, Sean. Which area in Seattle have delicious cinnamon rolls, especially the big ones? Ooh, I'm so sorry that I just can't. I have no idea. I have not had a cinnamon roll in like a very, very long time, but damn, a cinnamon roll sounds really good. Yeah, it sounds really good. Okay, guys, I have about 3 minutes left, so if you have any more questions, definitely ask them now. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say before I like end this. Um, mm, I hope that if you're in Seattle, you're enjoying the weather, or wherever you are, you're enjoying the weather. Um, I think Seafair is this week. It's kind of been every week. I want to do a vlog this weekend. I don't know what I'm doing, but vlog on Monday. Fingers crossed. Um, that's kind of it. I think. Hi from Texas. Hello. What do you think about using Uber or Lyft while I'm in Seattle? Do you have a preference? I'm just unfamiliar with transportation still. I love Lyft. I'm obsessed with Lyft. I think they're great. Do the ride share. It's so much cheaper. The only reason I use Lyft over Uber is because Uber had some stupid shit go down and I'm just not for them. So I try not to use them as a company. So Lyft is my preferred transportation. Thanks. I'll have to be, yes. Okay. Yay about the dry cider. Seafood restaurants. What seafood restaurants do you recommend? I live in Texas, so I don't get enough of Mexican food. So I get enough Mexican food. Totally. No, I have like my grandparents live in Texas as well. So best Mexican food is probably in Texas, in the US. It's so good. Oh, we have some people that are talking about cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon works in my place. Yay. Okay. The Maltby Cafe in Snohomish has great cinnamon rolls. Wow, look at you guys coming through with the cinnamon roll thing. That's great. I had literally no idea. There's so many great cinnamon places around here. Well, shit. Now I really want a cinnamon roll. Uber as a company, as in a whole, I think Uber is popular here, but Lyft is also just as popular. I know, like in the Midwest, like in Minnesota, Lyft is definitely not as popular, but in Seattle, we have honestly Lyft and Uber are very popular. What do you think of the area, like 20 minutes north of Seattle, like Shoreline and Linwood, thinking of relocating to that area? Do you have any opinions and thoughts on whether or not it's a nice area? Yeah, I think they're very nice. I knew somebody who, oh, I did not know I was just like so in the light, who absolutely loves Shoreline. I think for Shoreline, you kind of just make sure to look at the place and feel safe in the place before you move there. And Linwood, it's a very like family friendly area, so I think Linwood's pretty safe for the most part. I've never had any issues there. I like any place. There's a few ghetto areas here and there, but Linwood is pretty damn safe. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna take off. We've been here for about 40 minutes, which is crazy. And I always lose track of time. I am like literally in the sun. Like, do I need to back up? Like in the sun. We've been here for about 40 minutes. So I feel like that's a long time. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope that this was beneficial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if it is. That way I know to keep doing these. And let me know even after this is posted, you could still leave comments. Let me know if Wednesdays are good days for you guys. I am so in the light. Cute Ariana. Um, let me know if Wednesdays work for you guys because Wednesdays are like my preferred day, but also not everybody can make it on Wednesdays. So, yes, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it and comment if Wednesdays are not good for you or like what day would work for you, if that makes sense. Other than that, you guys, I hope that you I'm gonna end the live stream now. Done.